Going on inside the House of Representatives right now. President Joe Biden says that Republicans need to get their act together. The more these votes go on, the longer then it takes for the Republicans to start the investigations that they would like to start into the president's son, Hunter Biden, into the border crisis, the withdrawal from Afghanistan, as well as that Saudi oil ask to delay production cuts until after the midterm elections.
Fox's Edward Lawrence at the White House. President Biden earlier today announcing he will visit El Paso, Texas on Sunday to assess the ongoing migrant crisis at the southern border. The president calling on Congress to help fix the nation's broken immigration system. The man accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students faced a judge in Latah County for the first time today.
Mr. Koberger, would you like to represent yourself, hire a lawyer, or see if you qualify for court-appointed counsel?
I have court-appointed counsel.
Judge Megan Marshall with Brian Koberger there. He was extradited from Pennsylvania and will remain in custody without bail. Tragedy in Utah. A family of 8 found dead inside an Enoch City home in an apparent murder-suicide. 42-year-old Michael Haight believed to be responsible for the deaths of his wife, her mother, and Haight's 5 kids.
It is known by court documents that there was a divorce petition that was filed, and that was made part of the information given to dispatch.
Enoch City manager Rob Dotson, police responding to a welfare check after Haight's mother-in-law did not show up for an appointment. America's listening to Fox News.
Half a day, this is Josh here at APO. Our expertise and extensive network can help you grow your business and reach out to more global markets. As a responsible carrier, APO is also committed to a sustainable future, whether it's protecting the environment or investing our efforts in giving back to the community. Our dedicated teams in Guam, Saipan, and on U.S. mainland are here to support you. Call 588-4651 or visit www.apo.com.
JV International Safety Equipment has it all for you. Fall protection, rain gear, traffic signs, speed bumps, custom signs and banners, PPEs, fire extinguishers, plus more. Check them out on Facebook at JV International Safety Equipment Company or visit their website, www.jvisec.com. JV International Safety Equipment, Guam's leader in occupational and environmental safety equipment. Call 688-9524. JV International Safety Equipment, located in Harmon Industrial Park.
It appears Ukraine will not take part in a Russian-announced ceasefire for the Orthodox Christmas weekend. This as Kyiv seeks more military aid.
President Volodymyr Zelensky is calling on the West to supply more tanks. U.S. President Joe Biden says that he's considering sending Bradley fighting vehicles. And during a phone call yesterday, French President Emmanuel Macron promised to send armored combat vehicles. It's been nearly 1 year since the invasion in Ukraine, and today NATO warned the world not to underestimate Russian President Vladimir Putin's ambitions in this war. In Kyiv, Ukraine, Alex Hogan, Fox News.
A Senate Democrat says she will not seek re-election when her term ends next year.
Michigan Senator Debbie Stabenow, a member of the Democratic leadership, announcing that she will not run for a 5th term in 2024. In a statement saying, inspired by a new generation of leaders, that she's decided to pass the torch in the U.S. Senate and not seek re-election, opening up the seat in a key battleground state. Stabenow, the 72-year-old Democrat from Lansing, is the longest-serving member of Michigan's congressional delegation. She recently was elevated to chair of the Democratic Policy and Communications Committee, making her the number 3 ranking party leader. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
Maura Healey has sworn in as governor of Massachusetts, the first woman to hold that office and the first openly lesbian governor in the U.S.
This state achieves its purpose when the bedrock of individual freedom meets the bond of the public spirit. This is our commonwealth in the truest sense. Equally ours, equally yours.
Healey takes over for Charlie Baker, who is set to become the new president of the NCAA. I'm Matt Napolitano. This is Fox News.
What's for breakfast at KFC under $3.95, you ask? What's for breakfast at KFC that's different than the other guys, you ask? KFC's chicken wrap, sausage wrap, the Colonel's chicken congee, chicken fried steak, sausage biscuit and gravy, and biscuit sandwiches made with KFC's original fluffy biscuits. All for under $3.95 and all only at KFC. Plus, with waffles and the Colonel's chicken fried rice, we've got something for everyone.
So visit KFC for breakfast today. It's finger-licking good.
Family Finance has been serving the people of Guam since 1959, and they will continue to be there for you in the years to come. Whether you're looking to get a personal loan for that summer vacation or paying off those long overdue bills, Family Finance has got you covered. Apply for a personal loan from $1,000 up to $4,100 by calling Family Finance in Hagåtña at 671-475-4545, Upper Tumon 671-647-5626, or in Dededo 671-633-4473.
Everyone has a busy schedule these days, and sometimes we forget to schedule our routine dental checkup and cleaning. Don't neglect your dental health. Schedule one today with Dr. Robert Yang and his Smile team, conveniently located at the East West Business Center on Marine Drive, Upper Tumon. Call us today at 647-8702 or 3. Again, that's 647-8702 or 647-8703. We make smiles happen.
Half a day and good morning, Guam at 6:06 on Friday, January 6th. I'm Donna DeJesus with a look at your local news on The Point. The man who was rushed to Naval Hospital after a shooting reported along San Vicente Avenue in Agate on Wednesday evening has died. The victim was identified as A.J. Mendiola. Neighborhood security footage captures rapid gunfire at an apparent shootout where Mendiola was gunned down in front of his home. GPD spokesperson Officer Berlin Savella says detectives were able to identify a person of interest. 35-year-old Nathan John Ojeda later turned himself in at the Southern Precinct. He faces possible charges of aggravated assault, use of a deadly weapon in the commission of a felony, reckless conduct, and destroying evidence. Ojeda was booked and confined at DOC, and the case has been forwarded to the AG's office. The investigation remains open, and an autopsy has been scheduled. Meanwhile, one of the brothers who was arrested for a fatal beating in Dededo claims he is not guilty. Jaron Wallaby appeared in Superior Court yesterday saying he was not part of the case when answering the murder indictment handed down against him. He and his brother Branty Wallaby were indicted last month for brutally beating 47-year-old Arno Naroon, who died from blunt force trauma to the head. The Wallabies were reappointed defense attorneys due to conflicts and are now set to be back in court on January 12. We'll have more news after this.
Every company needs money to grow and take on the challenges 2023 will bring.
That's why Bank Pacific's commercial loan officers stand ready to help you.
We offer several programs tailored to assist companies to get to the next step or perhaps for a startup,
including working with SBA or GITA.
Now we're banking on the future. Services to choose. Bank Pacific, where others put branches.
Bank Pacific.
They want to be your partner.
Equal opportunity lender. Member FDIC.
Credit conditions apply.
The 37th Guam legislature resumed its first session yesterday. A total of 8 votes were needed to obtain speakership, and with help from all 6 Republican senators, Democrat Senator Therese Terlahi swept the speakership and beat Senator Joe San Agustin 9-6. Terlahi, Senator Chris Barnett, and Senator Sabina Perez were the 3 Democrat votes. San Agustin says this came as a surprise because the caucus never agreed to her being the speaker. He adds that it's obvious Terlahi was in communication with Republicans. Republican Minority Leader Frank Blas Jr. was nominated again for speakership but declined. Blas says they have been talking with Democrats all along, highlighting that there was no obvious leadership there and that the Republicans